Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje is only a few days away, and most people see this as a clear-cut matchup. If Khabib can take Gaethje down, he wins. But if Gaethje can keep it standing, it's his fight to win. And although this might be true to some extent, it's not that simple because like every war, this fight will be decided over the course of many smaller battles fought throughout all dimensions of combat. So let's take a closer look and analyze Justin Gaethje versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib's stand-up has improved dramatically from the time of his UFC debut. He used to throw unorthodox, wild flurries of punches, mostly using them to crash forward and get in on the legs or into a clinch. This often meant he was open to be hit, if only for a slight moment. After spending time at AKA, Nurmagomedov developed a fast jab to replace his eagle punch and improved his defense. He is good at deflecting punches, catching them on the guard, and although his signature bum rushes with flying knees and hooks that ultimately result in the opponent getting trapped against the cage and taken down have never gone out of style, he now uses strikes to disguise takedown entries in a much more defensively conscious way. He has become patient over time and learned to switch directions on the feet and knows how to blend his combinations together well. Add in the worry of being taken down and you can surprise even the sharpest of strikers with simple attacks. Khabib's main weakness seems to be when he's backing up.
Khabib now on the retreat.
But so far, no one has really been able to capitalize on this. On the flip side, Justin Gaethje also has improved dramatically from his debut. He began his career by overwhelming opponents with vicious non-stop aggression on the inside, along with some of the best leg kicks in the game. His fan-friendly style had some drawbacks, however. It meant he was always in range to be hit, and although shelling up with a high guard and looking to counter was Justin's main defense, it eventually caught up to him when veterans like Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez began to attack his body and split the guard by coming up the middle. After this, Gaethje changed, became more measured in his approach, picking his spots, cutting off the cage, and then unloading at the right time. This resulted in clean knockouts of Barboza and James Vick. Gaethje's stand-up has continued to evolve as he has taken the role of an offensive counterpuncher in recent fights. Both Khabib and Gaethje like to have their opponent backing up, so we know there will be a battle for control of the center of the octagon. So keep an eye on this when the fight starts. Who's backing who up? Who's controlling the center? Is Khabib able to get Gaethje against the cage and then shoot in on the legs? Or is Gaethje able to get Khabib backing up where his wrestling isn't as effective and he's more vulnerable to strikes? Gaethje's leg kicks are lightning fast and brutal. They can take away a fighter's mobility within a round. So it's very important for Khabib to develop a way of defending these, whether by checking them or looking to catch them and get a takedown, which a few fighters have been able to do, but not keep him there by any means. Besides this, we have to go all the way back to the World Series of Fighting just to see the NCAA Division I All-American grappling. True to his violent ways, to take Gaethje down, you have to get through his first line of defense, which is his strikes. He has a quick sprawl, but most of all does a great job of creating scrambles. Now, most of this tape is old, and it's safe to say Gaethje has improved since then, but in a few occasions, it does look like, maybe because of his wrestling base, he's used to giving up his back to try and get up to his feet. This could be a little bit dangerous against Khabib, who has made a career out of hanging on to people's backs.
Nurmagomedov under the chin, there's the cut!
Having taken down everyone he's fought not named Gleison Tibau, Khabib is a problem on the ground. Gaethje has said that Nurmagomedov gets most of his takedowns against the cage, and this is true. Khabib's favorite takedown in recent fights is the single leg high crotch, which he completes by kicking out the rear leg. but it's by no means his only tool of attack. The Sambo master possesses an immense repertoire of trips and throws, but what about in the open space? Well, Nurmagomedov has also been known to shoot for low singles and use them to drive his opponents against the cage. However, this does work best early in the fight when both fighters are dry, as in the later rounds it's easier to turn and limp leg out. So, in conclusion, whoever's able to control the center is going to be at an advantage, and it is going to be the most interesting part, at least at the beginning of the fight. And one thing's for sure, both guys are going to put the other in an uncomfortable position. Khabib is going to be in uncomfortable spots on the feet, and Gaethje, he's probably going to be in uncomfortable spots on the ground. This is interesting, who is going to be able to impose their game? Will the Eagle continue to soar over the 155-pound division, or is Gaethje adding the ultimate highlight to his reel? Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this fight this weekend. It's going to be insane. It's a historic matchup. Let me know who you think is going to win. If you have any analytical ideas you'd like to share, feel free to drop them in the comments as well. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Checkmate MMA, signing out. Peace.